And we welcome our RC Audio Sports volleyball fans to the 28-5A Tuesday night volleyball match. Tonight we're at Paul Taylor Gym. It's a big one. John Jay is hosting the Southwest Dragons. I'm going to tell you all about that in just a minute. The match before that, the match that we are going to feature is Taft and Holmes here at Paul Taylor. Taft wearing the red and black there on the left side of the screen, and Holmes in their white jerseys on the right. Taft won the first two sets, so they're up 2-0 and up 16-6 in the third set. So we promise you that we're gonna come on at 6:45, and we want to do that. And so it is 6:45. It's volleyball time. It is time for the 28-5A volleyball match of the night. We're a little bit behind schedule because Southwest and South San, I beg your pardon, Holmes and Taft have gone deep into the score on both of their first sets. Taft won the first two and is ahead by 10 here in the third set. So if Taft is able to pull this one off, no jinx. If Taft is able to pull this one off, then we can expect to see John Jay and Southwest on the floor here warming up. As soon as their warm-up starts, we'll start our preview of the match. At the time being, we'll let you have the net cam here at Paul Taylor. Holmes in the white jerseys, Taft in the red, and Taft has taken a 17-7 lead, and they've got the serve. We do want to remind you while you're here, we're waiting for the match of the Tuesday night volleyball match to start. We have a busy week this week. We're here, of course, at Paul Taylor. It's 28-5A volleyball. It is Southwest visiting John Jay in John Jay's second district match of the season. This is the Southwest Dragons' first match. They had a bye week, an open Tuesday last Tuesday. So this is their first district ball game. John Jay lost to McCullum last Tuesday in 3 sets. We'll go into that a little bit more, but that's where we are here on Tuesday night. On Thursday, we're going to be at South San Stadium. We will be streaming our first football game of the season. It'll be McCullum visiting the South San Bobcats, and we'll be there Thursday night. Then Friday, we got 2 streams. We've got one on RC Audio Sports, and we've got one on RC Audio Sports 2. On RC Audio Sports, it's going to be Harlandale and Southwest. Harlandale is traveling to Southwest for their season opener. And we'll have that on RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, the one that you are tuned into now. And RC Audio Sports 2, where we stream every game that's played from the San Antonio Independent School District Sports Complex there on the Burbank campus. Will be on RC Audio Sports 2 YouTube channel. For that one, it's going to be Brady visiting YMLA on Friday. So 2 streams on Friday. Got another stream on Thursday. We've got a big one here today, big volleyball match here. This is a district match between 2 teams that went to the playoffs last year. New Look Mustangs and New Look Dragons. Again, we'll tell you about that when the kids get on the floor for warm-ups. While we're waiting, and we've got Taft and Holmes in the background, we want to congratulate again Abigail Wells of MacArthur, who was our player of the game, Tuesday night volleyball player of the game last Tuesday. Abigail Wells with the MacArthur Brahmas defeated Harlandale in 3 straight sets. 15 kills she had, an amazing to watch her, about an 87% kill efficiency. I think that we had her down for 1 miss and getting dug twice. But other than that, she was good on every kill attempt. So congratulations to Abigail Wells of MacArthur. This is Robert Villafranca. I will be bringing you the play-by-play. Bobby's here to do tech with us, and we thank you for joining us. Again, it's Holmes and Taft on the floor, and we will enjoy the what's left of this match. Taft won the first two and is ahead in the third set, 21-10. So if Taft is able to pull this one out, they will beat Holmes in 3 straight sets, and Southwest and John Jay will take the floor for warm-ups, and we will start our stream. Thank you for joining us. And there you have it. The Taft Raiders have beaten the Holmes Huskies 25-12 in the third set. So 3 straight sets for the Taft Raiders, a victory for them over the Holmes Huskies. And that means that the Southwest Dragons and the John Jay Mustangs will be taking the floor shortly here for warm-ups. And when they do, we will give you a preview and give you a preview of the game. But first, some commerce. And we'll...
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we bring you back to the Paul Taylor Gymnasium, the site of tonight's 28-5A Tuesday night volleyball match. The John Jay Mustangs hosting the Southwest Dragons. John Jay stumbled a little bit out of the gate last Tuesday, losing to McCullum in 3 straight sets. The Southwest Dragons are yet to play a district ball game. This will be their district opener. Before we tell you what's going on here tonight at Paul Taylor, let's look at what is going on around 28-5A. And of course, if you're following RC Audio Sports on any of our platforms, you know this because the newsletter, Volume 3, Issue 9, is out. Southwest Legacy tonight is playing South San at South San. Both of them 1-0, had 1-0 starts. And the Southwest Legacy beat Southside in 4 sets in their first game. South San took 4 sets to beat Wynn in their first district match. So 2 1-0s over there, Southwest Legacy at South San. We'll be interested in how that will turn out next Tuesday. Give you a little sneak preview next Tuesday. We'll have South San at McCullum, and that should be a good one too. Speaking of McCullum is traveling to Southside tonight. McCullum has reached the 10-win threshold already, although they've only played 1 district game. They've already won 10 games overall, so that was a quick start for them. A very veteran, very experienced team. Last Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier, beat John Jay and really dominated the match. The point differential averaged over 8 points across 3 sets, so McCullum got off on the right foot, and they will see if they can stay on the right foot here tonight against Southside. And then Wynn comes in from Eagle Pass to face MacArthur. We had MacArthur last week at Arlingale, and we saw what a tough team MacArthur has. Boy, what an attack in the back row. I think that we had mentioned that maybe that was going to be a question mark for MacArthur, but really played well last Tuesday, and they're 1-0 as well. Wynn fell to South San. And we'll be, of course, interested to see how that one goes as well. Harlandale has an off night here tonight. The schedule really played out pretty well for South San with the new head coach, Stacy Foz. They've got a district opener last Tuesday, then played in the SAISD tournament this past weekend. No game this week. They will play at Southwest ISD tournament next week, so it gives them a little extra time, a little bit more preseason, if you will, than the rest of the 28-5A teams, and they'll come back next Tuesday to resume district play. The Indians will play Wynn. I think they travel to Eagle Pass, but don't take my word for that. Follow RC Audio Sports and we'll tell you for sure. All right, let's talk about tonight's game. It is the Southwest Dragons who are visiting, so we'll talk about them to begin with. The head coach is Catherine Cortez, and she's assisted by Suzette Pena, Miranda Vargas, and Jaylene Garcia. The Southwest Dragons are back-to-back district champs, coming off of a 14-2 season last year, and 2 years ago, an unblemished district record, 14-0, 37 wins in 2023. In 2023, 37 wins. That's 2 years ago for the Dragons. Last year, they won 30. So 2 back-to-back district championships, 2 back-to-back 30-win seasons. And the Southwest Dragons advanced to the area round. Actually, they've advanced to the area round the last 3 years and have not been able to get past that round. Last year in the playoffs, the Dragons beat Highlands, lost to New Braunfels. 2 years ago, beat Edison, lost to Rouse, and 3 years ago, beat Highlands and lost to Rouse as well. But this is a new look Southwest Dragons, and when we talk about Jay, we'll talk about a new look Mustangs as well. Missing from the Southwest Dragon, quite noticeably, is Miss Addison Bartlett, and along with her, Alyssa Curd. Addison Bartlett was the district MVP last year. I believe she was the offensive MVP as a junior, a 4-year ladder, and boy, did she leave her mark at Southwest Dragon in the Southwest Dragon volleyball program. But she received her diploma and ran out of eligibility, so the Southwest Dragons having to put a lineup together without her and her partner, a big hitter, Alyssa Curd, also graduated last year. So a new look Dragons. The Dragons are struggling a little bit in the preseason in non-district play, 5 wins and 11 losses. They have played a pretty stout schedule and have played in some very competitive tournaments and had some very competitive opponents in their non-district schedule. So don't sleep on the Dragons, as they say. 5-11 may not be indicative of how they will do once district starts. The lineup, we anticipate Amaya Gonzalez will start. She's one of their two setters. The Southwest Dragons that run a 6-2. They'll have a couple of setters rotating in and out. Amaya Gonzalez is one of them. She's a sophomore and started last year. Last year, Addison Bartlett was full rotation player. So when Amaya came to the front, Addison was in the back row and she would set then. So they essentially, Coach Cortez was able to run a 6-1 last year. Or, I beg your pardon, a 5-1 last year. Anyway, let me get back with the roster. Amaya Gonzalez, a sophomore setter. Deborah Alele's projected to start, a senior outside hitter. She'll be with Curd and Bartlett gone. We can expect Alele would be a go-to or one of the prime targets for her setters. Expect Myra Medina, a junior middle hitter, to start as well for the Dragons. Mia Martinez, a sophomore, she's going up in the depth chart. Wasn't playing all that much at the start of the season, but has found her way onto the starting lineup here. Mia Martinez, a sophomore right side hitter. Another sophomore setter, outside hitter, Jahida Ramirez. And another sophomore, talking about the youth for these Dragons, another sophomore. Three sophomores in the starting lineup. Libero, sophomore Amaya Garcia. And Amaya Garcia was a 2024 first-team All-District. Let me get back to Alele. Alele was a second-team All-District. She was on the San Antonio Express News Players to Watch list, as was Amaya Gonzalez. And rounding out the starting lineup, projected starting lineup for the Dragons is Madeline Ellis, a junior middle blocker. So there you have it. No district games to report. 5-11 in a non-district, back-to-back district champions, and a lot of pride here and hoping to defend that championship. But the Dragons will have to do it with a very youthful lineup. So they're the Dragons. When we come back from this break, we're going to talk about the John Jay Mustangs. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining us. And we're going to give you a fun fact on Addison Bartlett that just came across our screen here when we come back. Don't go away.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
All right, and before we left for the break, we told you we'd come back with a fun fact about Addison Bartlett. The source of this information is Bradley Bartlett, who is joining us on the stream, and he tells us that Addison finished second in school history behind Hooker, and that's got to be Marchevette or Destiny. I'm not really, I'm not up enough on my Southwest volleyball history to know if that was Marchevette or Destiny, but nonetheless, Addison Bartlett, according to Bradley, is second in school history, and I'm going to also assume that we are talking about kills here. All right, so there are the Southwest Dragons. Let me visit with you about the Jay Mustangs. Chris Silva has joined us today as well. A great video feed, he says. That's always good to hear from. He's watching from Katy, Texas. So thank you for joining us, Chris. Next week, one of the teams that's near and dear to your heart will be featured on next Tuesday's match. South San will visit McCullough. Make sure that you are following us on social media and join us next Tuesday. The John Jay Mustangs head coach Sandy Longoria, assistants Christina Lita and Jacqueline Ramos. Last year for the John Jay Mustangs, a first playoff team for volleyball since 1995. But again, a new look Mustangs. A new look Mustangs as graduation hit their lineup pretty hard as well. Shinice Davis, you might remember that name that we called a few times, the offensive MVP last year. She graduated along with Ashley Chavez and Melanie Hernandez. And, that leaves some 3 pairs of big shoes to fill for the John Jay Mustangs here as they try to make it back-to-back playoff seasons. Last year they finished third in at 28-5A, and with a 27-12 overall record, 11-5 in district play. They made it past the by-district round and fell to Seguin in the area round a couple of years ago. 3-13, and finished 7th in 29-6A. So the John Jay Mustangs, new to 28-5A and new to 5A, they had been competing in 6A before last year. Finished 3-13 in district play, 7th in 29-6A, and just 3 short years ago were winless and finished 9th in 29-6A as well. So the move for the Mustangs has been good for them, and they have seen some success here in 28-5A across the board, boys and girls, and across the sports. The John Jay Mustangs are 10-4 overall. They have also reached the 10-win threshold along with the McCollum Cowboys, but fell in their district opener to McCollum in 3 straight sets. So they are 0-1 in district play. Big for the John Jay Mustangs is Michaela Garcia. Michaela Garcia is a sophomore this year. She was the newcomer of the year for the district. As a matter of fact, fun fact on Michaela, she was newcomer of the year in basketball and in volleyball. So quite the athlete Michaela is. She is, again, we project her to start. She's a sophomore outside hitter. We also project senior setter Alyssa Reyes coming off an all-tournament selection at the Arabian Roundup. So we project Alyssa Reyes to start as the setter. Tanaya Watson is also a sophomore along with Michaela Garcia. So the front row will have some youth in it. Tanaya Watson played a lot of volleyball last year as a freshman, but she doesn't come off the floor much when the rotation brings her to the front. She's a middle blocker, listed as a middle blocker, but she can swing. She can swing with the best of the hitters in volleyball. I'm looking forward to watching her play. Got a glimpse of her at the Harlandale ISD tournament. Also, we're going to project Wednesday Pacheco, a senior libero, to start. And after that, we're going to have to wait until Coach Longoria announces the lineup. So Wednesday, Pacheco, the libero, Tanaya Watson, sophomore middle blocker, also an outside hitter, Michaela Garcia, sophomore outside hitter, and senior setter Alyssa Reyes. From what I can tell in the lineup, that the John Jay Mustangs run a 5-1 offense. Alyssa Reyes staying in the rotation all the way around. She's got 70 coming into this. I think the stats are lagging a little bit behind their games, but she was down as the assists leader. 75 assists she had when we last checked the stats, and she's pretty decent at the service line as well, leading the John Jay Mustangs in service aces. So, again, at Paul Taylor Gym, Robert Villafranca along with Bobby Mendez. Bobby that bring us color and handle tech and make sure the camera's pointing in the right direction. Thank you for joining us. It is our second Tuesday night volleyball match on RC Audio Sports. We're going to be here every Tuesday night. And let me while we have a little bit of time, let me review our schedule. Again, our schedule this week, which you can find on our social media, any of our platforms. This week, of course, here, Paul Taylor for Southwest versus Jay. On Thursday, big football game. McCollum travels to South San. That's always a good one. So we're looking forward to that. We'll be streaming that on RC Audio Sports, the channel that you're on right now. And then Friday, we have 2 football games, one on RC Audio Sports and one on RC Audio Sports 2. Harlandale will travel to Southwest for their season opener. Coach Justin Lozano of Harlandale in his second season leading that program. And, of course, Coach Alex Franco over at Southwest has had a lot of success and hoping to continue. His son, speaking of graduation, his son has graduated, so he's not going to have dinner. He's not going to have dinner chats with his quarterback anymore. I don't guess, or not as many. But it'll be interesting to follow Southwest this year. And then on RC Audio Sports 2, we have Brady versus YMLA. RC Audio Sports 2, we will stream all 18 games that will be played. All 18 games that will be played at the SAISD Sports Complex. Thank you to SAISD for their support of what we do. We are so privileged to be the streaming network for all games played at SAISD Sports Complex. We're going to open up with Brady versus YMLA on Friday, so be sure to join us. And checking the chat here, Bradley Bartlett brushes me up on Southwest history. It's Destiny Hooker who leads in kills in Southwest volleyball history, and Addison Bartlett just second behind Destiny Hooker. That's quite an accomplishment. And he says, "Dad, got to pump up the daughter." And there's no better hype guy than a dad. So keep hyping your kids, dads. I know that means a lot to them. All right, the teams are in the serving part of the warm-up. We're going to take a real short break and come back for the start of the match.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh.
All right, we're back at Paul Taylor. We are getting ready to start. We are back at Paul Taylor. We're getting ready to start this match between the Southwest Dragons, who are visiting, the John Jay Mustangs, who are hosting. 1-0 John Jay is. We thank Presidio Concrete for sponsoring us, helping us do what we do here. Presidio Concrete, owned by Hector Gonzalez, in business for 4 short years. They can do any concrete job, big or small. They've done Veterans Memorial Stadium, the gorilla enclosure at the zoo, but they do residential as well, private or public work. Residential or government or bigger. I'm trying to think, or corporate, I guess. They can handle the concrete work on any project. So phone number's right there on the screen. You need some concrete work, make sure you call Presidio. Here we go, starting lineup. So number 1 is Amaya Gonzalez, sophomore setter. Number 2, Deborah Alele, senior outside hitter. And number 8, Myra Medina, junior middle hitter. Number 10, Mia Martinez, who we said is climbing that depth chart. Number 11, Jahaira Ramirez. And Amaya Garcia wearing the libero white. And Madeline Ellis, a junior middle blocker. So just as we projected, that is the starting lineup. Coach Cortez, of course, the head coach for the Southwest Dragons. All right. Wesley Pacheco is the senior libero wearing the white jersey. Jaden Gomez, junior middle blocker. Number 6, Kaylee Delgadillo. Number 8, Cadence Zamora. Number 10 is Genesis Friends. Tanaya Watson, number 12. I have a feeling we're going to call her name a bunch. Number 14 is Alyssa Reyes. Just coming off of being named all-tournament at the Arabian Roundup. And Sandy Longoria is the head coach for the John Jay Mustangs. Well, Chris asks in the chat box, who's picked to win district? I don't know, Chris. Hey, my opinion on that's going to cost you breakfast tacos. Who do you think is going to win district, Chris? Got some great teams on the got some great teams in 28-5A, and every Tuesday night is great fun. We're watching the defending district champions, Southwest Dragons, over here on the near court, and the third place finishers, the John Jay Mustangs, on the other side. So two teams. The only game tonight that's being played between two teams that made the playoffs last year, and we are looking forward to the teams made the playoffs, but much different rosters. Graduated some key players last year, and Coach Tongoria over at John Jay, Coach Cortez, challenged to keep that success going. It's a varsity volleyball match, so it's a best of 5. John Jay, of course, in the green and black, green jerseys here in the near court. Southwest, I beg your pardon, Southwest Dragons here in the near court in the green and black. John Jay Mustangs in the far court over there wearing the blue jerseys and black shorts. Liberos wearing their white jerseys here tonight.
Well, Coach, here we go.
We are going to not have a score banner tonight because we think the scoreboard is visible to you there on the white wall on the right side there. If it isn't, we'll keep you up on what the score is, but we're going to go without a score banner tonight. 0-0 as we get started. Best of 5. Amaya Gonzalez, sophomore setter, will get us going. Jaden Gomez will receive, and Genesis Friends will send it back here right by us. Mia Martinez from the sideline goes across and scores the first point. Mia Martinez, number 10 for the Southwest Dragons, sophomore right side. Amaya Gonzalez still serving after the Dragons point. That'll go to the back. Kayla Zamora will pick that one up over on the far side. It's Kaylee Delgadillo. A nice set again to Mia. Mia into the block. Genesis Friends makes contact but can't send it back. 2-0 Southwest. Genesis Friends, Alyssa Reyes, and Kaylee Delgadillo on the front line for the Mustangs. That'll have to come from behind the 10-foot line. Amaya Gonzalez will set, and Mia Martinez getting a lot of action here in the early going. Tries to push that one over, goes into the tape, and it comes back. So John Jay on the board, 2-1, Southwest leads. Serving now is Alyssa Reyes, again just coming off an all-tournament selection at the Arabian Roundup. She's the setter for the Mustangs, and that one goes right to the tape. So 3-1, Southwest with the lead. Coming in to serve, number 5 is Ava De Hoyos, junior defensive specialist. Nice floater back over to Jay, tries to dump. And Myra Medina picks that one up, but no one there to play it, so that'll fall on the Southwest side. And 3-2, John Jay's point, Southwest lead, 3-2. We're in the first set. Here to serve now is Isabella Ramirez, a junior defensive specialist. A little backspin on that. Amaya will set to Mia into the block, comes right back. That one's going to be over on the far side. Nice lift. John Jay struggling. Libero will push that one over. Maya, whistle. What do we got? 4 hits on the other side. 4-2, the lead for Southwest. The libero, number 12, Amaya Garcia, serving now. A floater, libero to libero. Alyssa Reyes will set, get it over. Mia from about the 10-foot line. She gets dug by Wednesday. Maya will set. It's Mia Martinez again. She's getting a lot of action. I have to say that she's a prime target here with this group. That was going to be interesting with, here's Alele down the middle. Score it, kill. Deborah Alele with the kill. Mia Martinez again with Alyssa Curd and Addison Bartlett graduating. It was going to be interesting to see who was going to be a prime target with those two girls gone. The barrel was set. Me again behind the 10-foot line. That one goes to Wednesday Pacheco. Over the block. And down, number 8 is Cadence Zamora. Score that a kill. Unintimidated by the block at the net. Goes right through it. Tanai Watson in the ball game now for the Mustangs. She'll be in the front row with Cadence Zamora and Jaden Gomez. Wednesday Pacheco off the tape. Libero to libero. Southwest somehow survives that. Wednesday brings it to the front line. Alyssa Tanaya over the block. Amaya, far side, Mia Martinez through the block. Oh boy, can't pick that one up. Alyssa Reyes gave it her best shot, but that went back towards the back wall, and the Mustangs can't run that one down. In to serve for the Dragons, number 15 is Isabella Tijerina, sophomore setter. And pause in the action. Up official making sure everybody is ready. Isabella Tijerina will go to Wednesday. Wednesday to Alyssa Abassat. Cadence Zamora right down the line, and that's good. Score that a kill for Cadence. Cadence is a junior outside hitter. And we'll close the gap now for John Jay. Now a 2-point deficit. Southwest up 6-4. Jaden Gomez serving. Deborah Alele will go up high into the block, and the block deflects it out of bounds. Score that a kill for Deborah. Riley Jenkins in the front row now for the Southwest Dragons. She's a freshman, so she gets rotated in, and Deborah Alele, a little bit of a block. Isabella Tijerina cannot reach the pancake there, so that falls on the Dragon side. 7-5 now, Southwest with the lead. Cadence Zamora will serve. Tanaya still on the front row for that one's going to sail along on the Cadence, so a service error and a point for the Dragons. Want to bring Deborah Alele up to serve. She likes to serve from the middle of the baseline. Gives her a lot of options there. Back row attack, the official tells us. Alyssa Reyes coming up for a little bit of an explanation and a replay. The up official will take that call back and give the teams a replay. That was not a back row attack. Alele at the service line in the middle. Cadence goes down for it. Alyssa back sets to Tanaya. Tanaya will put it down sharply. The Dragons will tip it. Southwest looked like they had hit the net, but they're going to get away with that. Nobody saw that one. Cadence will sail that one again. A little bit long. 9-5 Southwest. Deborah Lele still serving. Number 18 near us for Southwest is Riley Jenkins, a freshman right side hitter. So Coach Cortez has shown historically that she'll put freshmen in the mix. Amaya Gonzalez, Amaya Garcia were freshmen last year and got a lot of playing time. John Jay in the net. Coach Mangode asking for a number. The down official giving it to her, 10-5. So the Southwest Dragons now have doubled the Mustangs. Alele into the net. A service error. After a couple of points, 10-6 now. Southwest with the lead. Amaya Garcia comes back in for Deborah Alele in the back row. Deborah will play the front row for the Dragons. Tanaya Watson will serve, and she'll get an ace. We saw, I believe that was Isabella Tijerina going down and kicking that ball. It's legal. You can hit the ball with any part of your body in volleyball, so reach down there with your foot. Soccer cross volleyball player. Isabella Tijerina to Madeline Ellis for the kill. 11-7 now, Southwest with the lead. Mia Martinez, I beg your pardon, Mia Medina. Let me try that one again. Number 10 is Mia Martinez. She is in the game. Number 8 is Myra Medina. She comes into the front row with to join Mia. Amaya Gonzalez serves. Nice knuckler. That one goes across. Martinez will get it right back. A little bit long. It sails on her, so the point goes to John Jay, 11-8. Getting some scores from the South San Southwest Legacy match, and South San has taken a 2-set lead over Southwest. Myra Medina into the antenna. The officials quickly call that. Alyssa Reyes serving now for John Jay. Back row. Dragons will handle it. Madeline Ellis puts it down strongly. Here comes a down ball from John Jay. Maya Garcia will set, and it's Mia Martinez again. So I think partially at least the question has been answered. Mia Martinez is going to be a prime target near for Southwest, and a fine job that she is doing. David De Hoyos will serve. Jaden Gomez will receive. Over on the far side, Kaylee Delgadillo. This one's going to go back to John Jay. Alyssa will set. Close her microphone. Okay, we're back. Had a floor mic, lost the floor mic there just for a second, so that was not an earthquake. That was just a microphone falling on the floor. We are back in action here. 14-9, the Southwest Dragons leading John Jay in the first set. And Ava De Hoyos still serving 8 service aces as she had coming into this match here tonight. Ava is a junior and a defensive specialist, along with, so she'll stay in probably for those 3 rotations. Bringing it right back to the front. Gonzalez will set and right into the block. Genesis Friends is there for it, sends it right back. Nice block for John Jay. Genesis Friends on the right side, anticipating that perfectly. Great timing. Sends it right back. Michaela Garcia, number 13, is in the game. And she is serving. Mia again will hit the tape and go out. Nobody on. We had one official say out. We have another official say that John Jay touched it. Of course, we're on YouTube, so you have the option of going back, but there is no replay in high school. The Southwest gets the point and the serve. And across the net line is Southwest. So right back to John Jay. Wednesday Pacheco, the senior libero, serving once again, down by 4, 15-11 is the score. And again, libero to libero. Gonzalez was set to Alele. Alele tries to dink that one over the block. Good choice and good execution. The John Jay Mustangs unable to pick that one up. So sometimes it's power, sometimes it's finesse. Deborah Alele going with finesse on that one. Riley Jenkins will join the front row. Deborah Alele up there with her. And Isabella Tijerina, sophomore setter, now will serve into the tape, a service error. So with Southwest playing a 6-2, we've got Amaya Gonzalez and Isabella Tijerina playing the setter position depending on the rotation. Alyssa, underhand set. Michaela from behind the 10-foot line, can't get it over the tape. And point goes to Southwest. 17-12 is the score. And Jahida Ramirez comes back in for Southwest, sophomore. Setter outside hitter. Nice top spin. Michaela will receive. Alyssa will dump. And, Dragons will get that one over. Great defense. Isabella Tijerina to, Madeline Ellis in the net. That one came from Amaya Gonzalez and looked like it might have been an overpass. Nevertheless, very close to the net and hit her right into it. Kaden Zamora serving for the Mustangs. Little top spin. Madeline Ellis gets the set from Isabel Tijerina. Kill right down the line, 17-14. No touch. Hold on, Coach Cortez and I both thought that the Mustangs had touched that. The down official says no touch. So that is ruled out. Kaden Zamora still serving. Nice little knuckler. Tijerina back set. That's Alele. Goes all the way across. And a valiant effort by Jaden Gomez. Just can't control it. Mia Martinez back in the game for the Mustangs. Number 14 is Madeline Ellis. Number 18 is Riley Jenkins. That'll be the front row as Deborah Alele goes to the back to serve. Isabella Tijerina still setting for the Dragons. Wednesday to Alyssa. Michaela. Oh my gosh. Right in front of the up official, and Michaela doing what Michaela does. Great vertical for Michaela. We see it on the basketball court, and we see it here, of course, on the volleyball court, but that's some athleticism. Newcomer of the year last year. And that one, Madeline Ellis kind of missed the target on that. Goes off to the left and out. Tanaya Watson serving the 2-point game now here in the first set. Southwest up 18-16. Tanaya, nice floater. Tijerina will dump. The Mustangs are ready for that. Again, Tijerina will go long, too close to the net. Mia can't get it. 18-17, we got a close one here. Two proud programs coming off of playoff seasons. The Southwest Dragons, of course, two-time district champions, and the John Jay Mustangs finishing third last year in 28-5A. So two teams that made it to the dance last year, back to face each other off early in the season. Mia into the block. Number 10, Genesis Friends, up there with it, makes contact, but can't send it back. Myra Medina will come back in. She joins Madison. Maya Gonzalez back into set, back into serve. Up by 2. Cadence will receive. Alyssa will dump. The Dragons are ready for it. Myra, Alyssa, Michaela over the block this time. Maya Garcia will get the ball over to Mia Martinez, and Martinez will get that one over 11. Jahaira Ramirez with a good dig. Myra, Michaela gets it near the net. Another dig by Jahaira Ramirez. Mia goes into the block, and Michaela is there. And Mia Martinez gets a good look at Michaela Garcia there. Nice fight at the net. Mia Martinez having a great set so far today, and we know what Michaela Garcia can do. 19-18 is the score. Southwest still up. It's a close one. Alyssa Reyes, the setter, on the back row now. That one goes to Myra. Myra hits the antenna, and so we've got a tie ball game, 19-19. John Jay went down in 3 straight sets last week against McCullum. Many observers of the district think that McCullum will contend for the district championship. That gets through the antennas. Madeline Ellis does a good job of guiding that. Kaden Gomez into the block. Gonzalez over to Myra. She'll nail that one. Boy, no man's land for Wednesday Pacheco there. She on her heels, not really knowing where Myra was going to go with that. On her heels and a lot of her balance going backwards, but Myra landed that one close to the 10-foot line, so unable to change momentum. Ava De Hoyos, junior defensive specialist. Cadence will receive. Alyssa will set to Michaela's on the other side. She'll push it through. Back set for Gonzalez. Mia Martinez. Alyssa will try to dump. Myra Martinez is there, right back. Alyssa Reyes a little slow to get up off the court here. That has got to be a concern for Coach Longoria and John Jay Mustangs fans. Alyssa quite the setter, a leader on this team. Alyssa back sets. It's Michaela right down the line on the corner. Michaela Garcia. 21-20, Southwest still leading. John Jay trying to close. Michaela goes to the back row now. She'll be serving, and for the next 3 rotations, the rotation will keep her off the front row. (22-20). Now the Dragons will lead. Number 12 is the libero, Maya Garcia. Cadence to Alyssa, back to Cadence Zamora. Way deep. Maya Garcia will send that to Maya Gonzalez. Mia into the net, gets blocked. Ball still alive from behind the 10-foot line. Michaela Garcia. So on the back row, still effective and attacking. Michaela Garcia gets a set, and as long as she stays behind the 10-foot line or leaves the floor from behind the 10-foot line, she can attack just like a front row player. You've got a vertical like Michaela, you might as well use it. Wednesday Pacheco and the John Jay Mustangs trailing by 1. Libero on the back row. That comes back. Alyssa Tanaya. Oh, that was going to be close. I think Amaya Garcia had to play that. That was going to be really close, 22-22.
Coach, I don't think Southwest, or excuse me, John Jay has led at all.
They have not led.
This.
You're exactly right. Tied it twice.
Yeah.
But Southwest has led from the very beginning. This is another opportunity, along with, well, the third opportunity if you count 0-0. But we were tied up at 19 apiece. And Wednesday Pacheco, Bobby announcer's jinx it. 23-22 is the score. Isabella Tijerina back into serve. She will be the setter. A 6-2 rotation that Southwest uses. Tehirina with some nice topspin. Alyssa right in the middle. Tanaya near us. She gets dug by Amaya Garcia. That's going to be a free ball for the Mustangs. Michaela receives. Alyssa will set for Tanaya again. Over the block. Tehirina. And the Mustangs put it across. Right back. Nice pickup by the libero. And that's going to go across. Jahaira Ramirez tries to go across court and goes a little bit long and wide. 23-23. So as Bobby said earlier, the John Jay Mustangs yet to lead in this game. The Southwest Dragons have led throughout. This is the third tie, the fourth one if you count 0-0, but the third tie since 0-0. Tehirina will underhand set into the block. Tanaya will send it right back. Tehirina this time to Alele. Alele gets dug by Jaden Gomez. Michaela from behind the 10-foot line again. Tehirina's going to get it. It's an overpass. Somebody touched the net. Deborah Alele did. So that point goes to John Jay, and the Mustangs take their first lead of the ballgame. Timeout, Southwest. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210.
And we're back. Set point for John Jay. The first time they have led the entire set, up 24-23. Jaden Gomez with the serving responsibilities, and Southwest gets set to receive. There's Jaden, floater. Has trouble with it. Maya Garcia does, so we're going to count that an ace for Jaden Gomez. John Jay Mustangs take their only lead, their first lead of the set, 24-23, and then close the deal, 25-23. They claim the first set. You got it.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And also a new sponsor here for RC Audio Sports. Let's welcome in Yvette Diaz, Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. She can guide you on a new medical journey or insurance coverage journey. If you're new to Medicare and have questions, she can answer them. Her phone number is on your screen. Even if you need some life and or health insurance, Yvette Diaz can help you. Located in the south side of San Antonio as well as central San Antonio. She can help you at either of her offices. Please make sure and give her a call. It is Yvette Diaz with Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. We thank you for joining us. We are in between sets here. We'll take one more break and we'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back to Paul Taylor Fieldhouse here, Northside ISD. One of the most beautiful gyms in the area. Although it is a little bit older of a gym, it is still a very nice gym nonetheless to capture or watch any game here. So let's bring Coach back in. Coach.
Yeah, we bring you back to the second set. The John Jay Mustangs pulling that one out of a hat. Had not had the lead all game long until 24-23. And with the set point, they took care of business, closed the deal, and finished the game 25-23 and took that one home. So the John Jay Mustangs will take the first set. It's the first set that they have claimed all season. It's only their second match, but they went down in 3 straight sets against McCullum, so that's got to be a good feeling for the John Jay Mustangs. Want to make sure that I have my lineup here correctly for Southwest. Mia Martinez wears number 10. Myra Medina wears number 8. And I think I might have had those numbers crossed up. I'm going to get it right from here on out. Mia Martinez is number 10. Myra Medina is number 8. All right, with a 1-0 lead in the match, the John Jay Mustangs will serve first here. Madeline Ellis, I beg your pardon, Alyssa Reyes will serve for the John Jay Mustangs. So that's going to be Mia. Free ball to the Mustangs, up to Evangeline Garcia on the front row. We'll put that one down. So John Jay, who did not lead in the entire first set, takes the 1-0 lead here in the second set. Mia Martinez goes across. Alyssa is going to save it by the net, and Wednesday is going to push that one over. The Dragons will play that one. Mia will sail that a little bit long. That was a tough play for her. Couldn't quite get her feet underneath her, and will sail that one just a bit. Mia Martinez has been quite the target here today. I think observers of Southwest Volleyball were probably very curious to see how Alyssa Curd and Addison Bartlett's graduation was going to affect the Dragons. Mia Martinez is going to certainly try to fill those shoes. Wednesday Pacheco to Alyssa Reyes. In the middle, number 7 for the Dragons is Evangeline Garcia. And the Dragons will touch that. The officials call it out. The up official says no, the Dragons touched. So that point will go to the Mustangs, 3-0. Alyssa serving a little power behind that one. And the Dragons land one, score their first point of the second set. The Mustangs up 1-0 and entering the ball game now for Southwest is number 8, Myra Medina. Amaya Gonzalez, sophomore setter. In a 6-2 offense in the back row now. Michaela goes down to dig. Kaden Zamora right back to the libero. Garcia, and from the behind the 10-foot line, it's Garcia. John Jay, valiant effort, could not get control of that from behind the back row. Amaya Garcia, the sophomore libero for the Dragons, nice hit. And Amaya Gonzalez, the setter, will send that one wide and out. The point will go to John Jay. A service error for the for the Dragons. 4-2, John Jay holding on to the lead. And for the Mustangs, it's Isabella Ramirez. Mia will receive. That was going to come to Myra Medina. Myra Medina will lay that one down right in front of Wednesday Pacheco and score that a point for Southwest. 4-3 is the lead. 4-3 is the score. John Jay with the lead. Rayeli Valdez in the ball game. Rayeli Valdez, a sophomore defensive specialist. They'll send that one over. Wednesday will receive that. Alyssa to Michaela behind the 10-foot line. And Rayeli makes a good effort, but can't control that. Score that, another kill for Michaela Garcia. So on the front row now, formidable for the Mustangs. Wednesday Pacheco and Michaela Garcia, along with Jaden Gomez. That's a good front row. Southwest right in front of the up official. Puts that one down on the floor. A kill. 5-4. John Jay still leading. Amaya Garcia. Sophomore libero. Played a bunch as a freshman. Libero to libero again. Michaela will somehow control that one. What body control there. That was not the easiest ball to line up, and Michaela Garcia from the 10-foot line, another kill for Michaela. She's on the front row, so she doesn't have to stay behind the 10-foot line, but the play center back there, and she was able to find her feet and make the kill. Jaden Gomez. Deborah Lele tries to lay that one down and misses the court. Inside the antenna, outside the sideline. John Jay now with a 3-point lead, leading 1-0 in sets. A 3-point lead here in the second set, 7-4. Jaden Gomez still serving. Floater in the tape. Air point Southwest. In to serve for Southwest is Ava De Hoyos. Ava is a junior defensive specialist. Alyssa to Tanaya over the block and good. Alele and Riley Jenkins both there, but Tanaya Watson able to get that over the block. A nice set for her. Teed it up just right. Michaela backspin. And the Dragons cannot control. Number 4 for Southwest is Elena Bellamy. Got a timeout. We got a timeout on the floor. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
After the timeout, Michaela Garcia still serving for John Jay, a 4-point lead now. Nice knuckler, a back set to Southwest. Will go across. Jaden Gomez tries to control. Wednesday Pacheco. Whoop. Alyssa and Michaela both going for it. A little bit of a flinch there. That was going to be a tough play either way, but unable to get that back across. 9-6, John Jay leading here in the second set. And number 11, Jahaira Ramirez comes in to serve. Michaela will receive. Alyssa's going to bring it to Tanaya. Tanaya into the block, from the block into the antenna. Score that a kill for Tanaya Watson. 2 nice sets here back-to-back from Alyssa Reyes to Tanaya Watson. Really, really precise sets. Alyssa Reyes, as we said earlier, coming off of an all-tournament selection at Arabian Roundup. And you can see why. Wednesday Pacheco will serve. The Dragons will struggle to control. Garcia from way back makes an attempt and sends that one into the bleachers. That would have been a miracle play had she been able to do that one. Wednesday Pacheco still serving for the Mustangs. 11-6 now, so we're about midway through the second set here. The Dragons have not led in this one. The Mustangs did not lead in the first set at all until 24-23. Wednesday, call it an ace.
Mustangs have really kept that momentum that they finished that first set with here in this second set.
Sometimes, you'll see that happen. It's going to carry over, and I'm sure that the way they won, I'm sure, added a lot of momentum, not having been in the lead at all. Deborah Alele fixes her feet, and John Jay will control. This is going to be a nice rally here. Alele again, right in front, outside the antenna. Although that ball was good, although that was a pretty good rally, really, I don't think either team had a whole lot of control. That was a pretty, pretty haphazard rally, if you will. It lasted for a while, but both teams struggling to get control. Wednesday Pacheco, she'll get received, and Madeline Ellis. Nice kill for Madeline Ellis in front of the up official. She had a nice set. She got to get an approach and get a nice leap up. So in the front row now for the Dragons, Riley Jenkins, Mia Martinez, and Madeline Ellis, who just had a kill. 13-7. Alele serving, back row. Michaela receives. Alyssa, back set. Cadence Zamora. Alyssa Reyes with a great set. Cadence Zamora ready for it, and got that one down. Alyssa to serve again. And an ace for Alyssa Reyes. Maya Garcia unable to control that. A lot of movement on that. Serve for Alyssa. And that one's going to float. Movement or not, won't land in the court. So service error. The point goes to Southwest. 15-8. Now John Jay leading in the second set. John Jay took the first set. Number 8 is Myra Medina back in the game for the Mustangs. She'll be on the front row with Mia Martinez and Madeline Ellis. Amaya Gonzalez, one of the two setters in the 6-2 offense for Southwest. Now serving. Michaela will receive again. Jaden will put that one back. It's going to be Wednesday from the back row. Free ball, Southwest. Ooh, my goodness. Madeline Ellis has come alive. Sometimes those hits just make you go, ooh.
Yeah, that definitely would not want to be.
That was a reflex.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in line with one of those. You hear that thud, you know it's coming. Maya Gonzalez, Michaela will receive. Alyssa, underhand set to Jaden. A down ball. Here comes Myra Medina. Michaela from behind the 10-foot line will push. Garcia. Call that a kill. Number 8 is Myra Medina right down the line. And the dig can't control. So a little bit of a rally here for Southwest, 15-10. Now trailing by 5, trailing by 1 set. They dropped the first one. Maya likes that floater. Jaden Gomez gets that one over. And Madeline Ellis again. Madeline Ellis right into the block. Unintimidated.
You know, going back to those massive or big hits that you were talking about, Coach, just really reminds me of playing third base. You know, just got to be ready.
Hot corner, yeah. That's a good analogy. Amaya Gonzalez by the up official. Myra Medina sends that one over. That one will sail over there on Mia. Mia Martinez has been a prime target for Southwest setters, and that time wasn't able to get on top of that. Sails that just a bit. 17 to 10. Now a 7-point lead for the Mustangs. Isabella Ramirez serves into the net, so the deficit will close by 1 for Southwest. And entering the ball game to serve for the Dragons, number 16 is Raeli Valdez. Raeli to the back row. Alyssa gets a nice pass. Got a whistle. Somebody was in the net for Southwest. Didn't get a number. But that's a violation, and the Mustangs will take an 18-11 lead. Tanaya Watson, not good news for the Dragons. Tanaya Watson comes back to the front row. She'll be there with Michaela Garcia, and it looks like Jaden Gomez will join them. Evangeline Garcia with the serve. Amaya Gonzalez will set to Myra Medina. She'll get dug behind the 10-foot line. Michaela Garcia. Michaela again, she's on the front row, so she doesn't have to hit from behind that 10-foot line. But again, the play, sometimes the situation will force you to do so. But what an attacker to have on a team that is can breed that much force from the net or from behind the 10-foot line. Just outside the line, the Southwest Dragon faithful behind us, I'm not sure they agreed with the linesman on that call, but it's going to stand. 20-11 is the score here at Paul Taylor. John Jay leading in the second set, and they took the first set. So you're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
Getting a score from South San, where Southwest Legacy visited the Bobcats. South San victorious in that match, and they will improve to 2-0. John Jay will score a point. The Dragons a little bit out of position there, and that's going to cost them. So 21-11. South San over Southwest Legacy. South San improves to 2-0. Next Tuesday night, we've got the South San Bobcats at the McCullum Cowboys. McCullum playing Southside tonight. We don't have a score for them just yet. But regardless of the outcome at Southside, that should be a good one.
And we also have the football version, right?
Southside this Thursday night.
Yeah, that's right.
Thursday night on RC Audio Sports. This channel right here, it's McCullum traveling to South San for football. South San traveling to McCullum for volleyball next Tuesday. RC Audio Sports, you found us. Oh. Alyssa Reyes having to go a long way, too long, as a matter of fact, to get that one. So that falls on the John Jay side of the court, and the point goes to Southwest, 21-12, a 9-point deficit. So we got the South San McCullum. I'm going to call it a rivalry twice. Next Thursday, and Tuesday. Oh, just over the tape. Just over the tape for Amaya Garcia, and that'll be an ace. Garcia back-to-back aces. Doing it with finesse. She's got some power. We've seen her hit with, we've seen her serve with power. This time she's choosing finesse and finding the hard court here. The Dragons resetting themselves to receive this knuckler floater. Wednesday Pacheco is there. Tonight is going to have to get the second hit. A free ball for Southwest. Lele right into Watson's block. It comes back to Southwest. Isabella Ramirez, Michaela goes across. Raeli will dig. That's Myra Medina keeping it alive. Back row, Alyssa right where the Mustangs want it. Michaela where the Mustangs want it. But it floats long. Point Southwest. Boy, that's got to feel like dodging a bullet a little bit. Alyssa Reyes with a great pass, and Michaela Garcia with a pretty good set there. Just unable to execute. It goes long, and the point goes to Southwest. 21-15, still a 6-point lead, and a steep hill for the Dragons to climb here in the second set. Alyssa, underhand to Michaela, goes across, and by the block. This time again, Michaela making the read there, and instead of going to the block, she's going to take a swipe at that one and bring it across where there was no one. And gets the point. Jaden Gomez, 22-15 is the John Jay lead. That's going to be Myra Medina. Michaela is going to get it off the second hit. And boy, the body control. You know, Michaela, I've made this point before. It's like having a really good first baseman that, you know, you don't have to make the best throw, but they're going to fix their body. They're going to put their body in position to get the best hit from it. And Michaela Garcia as a hitter, she's just, you know, just like having a good first baseman. You just don't have to have the best set. Alele will go wide right in front of Coach Longoria. Longoria's not going to make a play for it. Coach Longoria's going to let that one go. I think she could have made a play if she wanted, but she knew it was out.
Yeah.
She
also knew that was coming pretty hard.
That was coming pretty hard, too. 24-15 is the score. Set point for the Mustangs. Over the tape. Tanaya will push it right back. Free ball for the Mustangs. Alyssa, Michaela in front of the 10-foot line. Score it. 25-15 in the second set. John Jay takes a commanding two-set lead. You're watching high school volleyball. It's a good one here at Paul Taylor Gym. John Jay up 2-0.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
I'll Obviously, yes!
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we bring you back to Paul Taylor Gym for this game between the visiting Southwest Dragons and John Jay, who's hosting this. John Jay with a 2-0 lead here in the match. We're getting ready for the third set. And we want to thank Presidio Concrete back with us again for second year sponsorship. Hector Gonzalez, the owner of that company. And again, Presidio Concrete, all your concrete needs. If you need a slab for your barbecue pit, or you're going to put a shed in your backyard, or if you need a gorilla enclosure, because they've done that at the San Antonio Zoo as well, big or small, do not be intimidated by the big jobs that they've done. They do residential and they do corporate, they do public, private projects. Presidio Concrete. If you've got a concrete need, Presidio is the call you need to make.
So thank you to Presidio for coming back and also welcoming Yvette Diaz of Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. She is an insurance agent located in the south side of town, also has an office in the center of town near San Antonio College. So if you have any questions regarding your health insurance, life insurance, and or you're getting ready or need some information on your Medicare, Yvette is the expert. You can contact her. Her number is on the screen, and she'll answer any questions. She says you can call her anytime, day or night, and on the weekends. So give her a call and welcome Yvette Diaz to the RC Audio Sports family.
Well, that's the kind of help that you like to have. You got a question? You don't always have a question between 8 and 5 o'clock, you know?
Sometimes they just pop up.
So Yvette Diaz. Insurance questions, Medicare, if you're coming up on Medicare, even if you're a year or two away from it, you know, just educate yourself on it. You got some options. And
with all the new changes, I was just talking to her over the weekend, and apparently there's going to be a lot of changes. So if you don't know, you should just give her a call.
It's always changing. And, you know, with Medicare, I'm going to throw in my 2 cents. And yeah, so exactly. But Medicare, you re-enroll every year. And so maybe what the insurance that you purchased last year is not the best one for you again next year. So it's time to revisit. It gives you a chance to revisit, and you like to have a pro on your side in your corner. Yvette Diaz is the phone call.
She was a former volleyball player.
A very good athlete she was, Hardendale High School alum. Her daughter was a pretty good pitcher.
Oh, yeah, Bella.
Pretty good tech, too, when she's with us at RC Audio Sports. So the Mustangs here, 2-0 in sets. The Dragons will take the first serve. Alyssa will set right there in the middle. Evangeline Garcia will take care of that. Evangeline in the front row with Cadence Zamora and Jaden Gomez. Michaela in the back row with Wednesday Pacheco and Alyssa Reyes. Michaela and Alyssa, I think, are the only 2 full rotation players. Myra Martinez set was a little bit low for her and under the tape into the net. John Jay with the first 2 points. Alyssa Reyes, Coach Longoria, the Mustangs running a 5-1 attack, so they got 1 setter all the way around. It's Alyssa Reyes. Amaya Gonzalez, one of 2 setters for the Dragons. Cadence will try to go across, out, just beyond the line, and score that one for Southwest. For Southwest, David De Hoyos back at the service line, 2-1. John Jay with the lead. 2-0 in sets. We're in the third set here at Paul Taylor. Cadence. Into the block and down. All smiles. Cadence Zamora is after the kill. She's going to chase that ball down, and she's a server. now for the Mustangs. Kaden Zamora, a junior, listed as an outside hitter. Top spin to the libero. And Myra Medina, I believe, is called for a net touch, a net violation. And so at that point, we'll go to John Jay. Nice hit, Myra Medina, but touched the net according to the official. The block will slow that one down Wednesday. The Jaded will have to bring that one over for the Mustangs. A short set. Boy, nice hit, Madeline Ellis. She really came alive in that second set. Kaden Zamora all the way across. Gonzalez to Myra. Michaela will dig. Back row, Wednesday Pacheco, libero to libero. And Garcia cannot control. 5-1. John Jay opens up a big lead here in the early going. 2-0 in sets. 5-1 in the third set. Two teams that made the playoffs last year, but new looks, as we said before this match began. Madeline Ellis to Cadence, who will dig. Evangeline Garcia has had a good rotation there at the front row. Alyssa get herself out on the first hit. That's going to be Garcia. And Myra Medina, nice top spin. Alyssa gets to the set. Michaela into the block. The block will send that one long. Kaden Zamora been serving for some time now. Give her an ace as the Dragons are unable to control. Kaden Zamora went back to the service line after a kill, so a nice little sequence for the junior outside hitter. Madeline Ellis, get to the antenna. That's a nice lift. Just wasn't able to get it back inside. I think the set was here outside the antenna. Just couldn't get it in. Get it inside the two antennas. Cadence Zamora still serving for the Mustangs. Garcia will receive. The Dragons will send that one back into the block and down. Finally, the Dragons retake the serve. 8-2 is the score in the third set. Maya Garcia to Wednesday Pacheco. Libero to libero. It's an ace for Garcia. Sophomore libero, Amaya Garcia. Another floater to the back row. Cadence to Alyssa. Michaela right in front of the official. Back to Garcia. Garcia can't control. And score that, another kill for Michaela Garcia. Newcomer of the year last year for 28-5A in volleyball and in basketball. Quite the athlete Michaela is. And it doesn't look like she's suffering from the sophomore jinx, sophomore slump, as far as we can tell. Mia Martinez to the back row. Alyssa will control. Michaela again through the block and down.
Incredible height, incredible power and precision.
Lather, rinse, repeat. Get that ball to Alyssa. Alyssa getting it over to Michaela Garcia right in front of the, in this rotation at least, right in front of the up official. And it's been working for the Mustangs. Gonzalez back set. That is Myra Medina. Gonzalez to Garcia. And Myra again, she'll be blocked this time. Back row. Have Evangeline Garcia. Michaela again up in front. This time she gets dug. Myra down in front of Cadence. I got a kill. Myra Medina wearing number 8 for the Dragons. Gets a nice set. from Gonzalez and puts that one down. Number 4 will come in for her. Myra will not play the back row. Number 4 for the Southwest Dragons is Elena Bellamy, a junior defensive specialist. Wednesday Pacheco making something out of nothing there. Mia Martinez. Oh my gosh, that was a nice play. Mia Martinez, again, got a set. It looked like the set was below the net, and somehow she made something of it and got it down. And I said, well, I imagine that we are going to be calling Mia Martinez's name sometime here. She's only a sophomore. Wednesday Pacheco, nice pass to Alyssa. Will dump. Found the hole in the donut. Alyssa Reyes scores a point on a dump. 11-5 now. The score, a 6-point lead for John Jay. 2-0 in sets. Now serving for John Jay is Isabella Ramirez. Mia will receive. That one's going to come back to Southwest. Tanai will block and punch. Number 18 is Riley Jenkins, a freshman for Southwest. Underhand set. Southwest will bring it across. Alyssa to Michaela through the block. The Dragons will return it. The freshman, Riley Jenkins, into the block, and it was in front of the official. I think that was Tanaya and Michaela Garcia right there at the net, sending it back. 12-5. That is a formidable front row, if I may say. Michaela and Tanaya in the front row as Isabella Ramirez sails that one long. 12-6 now is the score in the third set. Number 11, Jahaira Ramirez coming in to serve for Southwest.
Huge hill to climb here, though, Coach, for Southwest, trailing by 6.
And 0-2 in sets, exactly. That's a steep hill. Number 3, Delilah Contreras in the ball game now for Southwest. Alyssa, a valiant effort. Caden Zamora from the back row, unable to land it. So another point for Southwest. Indeed, a steep hill for Southwest, down 0-2 and down 12-7 in the third set. Number 11, Jahaira Ramirez serving again. I'll go to the back row. Wednesday has a little trouble with it. Cadence will control that. Alyssa will get that one over. Southwest just not in position. So a dump and just a little bit of a free ball over for Alyssa Reyes. A couple of kills. I think we're going to score that for her. Michaela Garcia serving. Into the block. Tanaya Watson brings that one back. Delilah Contreras with the kill attempt. Behind the 10-foot line, Michaela under the tape. No good. So Southwest closing in just a bit. 13-8 is the score. We left our scoreboard banner off since the scoreboard is in the line of sight here at Paul Taylor. Hope it's not too small to read. Mia Martinez, Michaela Garcia, great pass to Alyssa. Tanaya, oh my gosh. It starts with the pass. Michaela Garcia in the back row. Alyssa she didn't move a step. That pass came right to her. Back set to Tanaya Watson and down 14-8. John Jay with the lead. Wednesday Pacheco, the libero. Again, libero to libero. And Maya Garcia passes that one into net. You know, Bobby, you mentioned in the first set that John Jay had not led, and they did not lead until 24-23, and they sealed the deal on Southwest from that point. Has not taken the lead in either of the two sets after that.
Yeah, ever since John Jay took the lead, they've really just been in control. After that, took the first game, took the second set, and then here they are up by 8.
Up by 8. They doubled Southwest here in the third set. This is Southwest's first game of the first match of the district season. I do want to remind you, last year John Jay beat Southwest in the opener for Southwest, and Southwest came back and won the district championship. So,
Well,
it's a long and winding road.
a lot of ups and downs.
Lots of ups and downs, and this district is going to be very competitive. Wednesday Pacheco still serving for the Mustangs. Little jump serve, knuckler.
That's coming to you.
I was ready for it.
You sure were.
I was ready for it. You didn't hear panic in my in my expression here through the mic, did you?
No.
All right, we've got a timeout. Southwest has called it. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we bring you back to Paul Taylor Gym. The John Jay Mustangs in control. 2-0 in sets, 18-8 in the third set. Wednesday Pacheco serving after a Southwest timeout. A floater down low. That one comes to Bobby Mendez. Nice receive, Bobby Mendez.
All right.
Oh, boy. We got in the action here. We're on the floor here at Paul Taylor Gym, usually up a couple of rows at least in the bleachers, but we're right here on the floor. What a great vantage point. And you get a good idea of what it takes to play volleyball. The velocity is really obvious from floor level. If you've never done it, sit at the floor level once or twice for a volleyball game, and you'll, regardless of how much respect you have for these athletes, it'll grow when you get an idea of just how fast this ball is coming at you. Free ball Wednesday to Alyssa in the middle. Lands it. Number 7 is Evangeline Garcia. She's had a couple of pretty good rotations in the front row. Not a primary target here for the Mustangs, but when she's had the opportunity, she's really come through. 21-8 now for the Mustangs. Pacheco still serving. Oh, that one's going to sail wide.
Good draft.
A little bit of a draft. They're trying to keep us in play here, trying to keep us in the action. Myra Medina back in the game and back in the front row. Madeline Ellis there with her. Delilah Contreras there as well. Coach Cortez looking for the right mix as they proceed through the season. Evangeline will go across. Gonzalez to Myra and down. Right inside the line. Myra from the left front goes across the court. The up official overrules the linesman. The linesman said it was in. The up official overruled and said it was out. Now Coach Cortez is asking whether the Mustangs touched it, and the linesman says no, they didn't. The up official doesn't overrule that. So 22-9.
Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court. Alyssa Reyes with the serve. Gonzalez will push that one over. That was a nice idea, a nice execution by the sophomore setter, Maya Gonzalez. David De Hoyos. David De Hoyos scored that a kill. I mean, not a kill, an ace, I beg your pardon. Wednesday Pacheco again, a little bit on her heels, and Ava De Hoyos using finesse instead of power. Wednesday can't change the momentum. And come forward. Ace for Ava De Hoyos. This time she goes long, back-to-back aces for Ava. Ava comes through the celebration gauntlet there for Southwest. That's what I do, she says. And that's what I'm saying, she says. I don't think Ava actually said that. 2 back-to-back aces for Ava nonetheless. At the service line again. That one's going to go a little wide on her. Service error after 2 aces. 23-12 as the John Jay Mustangs close down just a little bit. Myra Medina puts that one down. She's in the middle, sends it right down the middle. The Mustangs unable to get underneath that. And Mia Martinez got a lot of M's here for Southwest. Mia Martinez, Myra Medina, got a couple of Amayas. Trying to get familiar with our 28-5A teams here in the early going. This is the libero, number 12, Amaya Garcia. Southwest also has an Amaya Gonzalez, who's a setter. Michaela, go across, out. Can't land that one. Garcia again, libero. Wednesday in a little trouble with it. That's going to be a free ball. Let's see what Southwest does with that. Mia to Gonzalez to Myra. The Mustangs will get that. And nice dig there by Garcia. Myra Medina, paintbrush. Alyssa gets underneath it, a paintbrush right back. And Mia Martinez, nice rally here. Garcia to Gonzalez to Medina. Myra Medina, nice shot. She had a couple of kill opportunities there, and that was, she wasn't going to let that one go by. Myra Medina with a nice kill right down that left sideline. 23-15. I like to see this, you know, down a steep hill to climb, but playing hard to the last point. There's no clock in volleyball. It's like baseball. There's no clock. Alyssa gets a nice pass. We'll set for Michaela. Michaela under the tape.
Hey, one game at a time. If they can take this one, then it's just one more.
We've seen it before, haven't we?
Oh, we sure have.
1 point at a time. We're going to keep it right here. It's going to be a short timeout. Let's look at that one right there, Bobby. Congratulations to Abigail Wells, who was our first player of the game last Tuesday, I beg your pardon, against Harlandale. She's an outside hitter for MacArthur, a junior. Nonetheless, she had a remarkable kill efficiency. We had her down for 87% of her kill attempts landed for kills. So congratulations to Abigail. She was our first player of the game for the 2025-2026 school year. Garcia, Cadence, unable to get underneath that, score that an ace for Garcia. 23-17. Michaela in front of the officials, right through the block. Slow it down just a bit, but it's going to go long after the block, so the kill counts for Michaela. And now set point, match point actually. Evangeline Garcia.
I don't think I ever would like to play against Michaela if she was angry.
Well, she looks pretty happy right now.
No, she looked angry on that hit right there. She wants to end this.
And that goes across. That is out untouched. Score that for John Jay. And so that'll be the match in 3 straight sets, 25-17 here in the third set. John Jay will take it. 25-23. I have 25-16 in the second set, and then 25-17 in the third. So 3 straight sets for John Jay. Congratulations. We'll be right back. We're going to see if we can get a visit with Coach Longoria before she boards the bus home.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we welcome you back to the Paul Taylor Gym, where the John Jay Mustangs victorious over the Southwest Dragons in 3 straight sets. We're visiting with Coach Longoria of the John Jay Mustangs. District game number 2, Coach, a playoff team last year, but there was a lot to learn about this team. What have you learned about this team after 2 district matches?
That we're young, we're still trying to figure out positions and who's consistent in what location. It's a growing process. The tournaments help, definitely, so we can figure things out.
Coach, in that first set, John Jay did not have the lead until set point. He didn't have the lead once until set point, then you closed the deal, and you never gave up the lead in the next 2 sets. What do you think about that effort and the comeback and then the effort sustained by your kids?
Well, I had a different lineup, so there was 2 people out there that don't normally start the game.
And so once we made the change, we saw a change in the momentum. Okay, well, that, of course, that makes sense. Coach Longoria, congratulations on the win, and we wish you all the best as we go through the season.
Thank you.
Coach Longoria of the John Jay Mustangs. Robert Villafranca, Bobby Mendez at Paul Taylor Gym, thank you for joining us.
All right.
Thank you,
guys.
Coach.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And this is Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez, RC Audio Sports here at Paul Taylor. John Jay in 3 straight sets over the Southwest Dragons. We were visiting with Coach Longoria there after the game. We appreciate her taking the time to visit with us. We appreciate you visiting with us and tuning in to these broadcasts. We'll be back on RC Audio Sports in